This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Chesterfield County. Today we have a special guest with us. We had a open house here today, and open house basically for brokers. And you can come on in, Richard. Actually, Richard was the person that hosted the open house. We're going to spin the camera around. Say hello, Richard.
Hello.
Richard is the listing agent here, and you guys don't normally get to meet the listing agent, but I've known Richard for a number of years, and he's a real good agent. And this is his listing. He actually did this in an effort to get additional exposure for his listing. This is a time for agents to get together, and we actually have a special guest here today with us. I've known her for a number of years, and you actually have seen her work. You don't know who she is, but I've mentioned over the years her work. And we're going to actually go over and chat with her, and she has some good information to share with you. Okay, our special guest today is Laura Redding. And Laura, I'm going to let her introduce herself so she can tell you exactly who she is and what she does.
Hey Max and everyone, I'm Laura Redding. I'm the owner of Perfect Spaces, Home Staging and more. I am also our chief designer. I have been a home stager and decorator for over 18 years in the Richmond area, longer than almost anyone, and certainly longer than most real estate agents even knew about staging.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for coming to chat with us. I wanted to help illustrate for our viewers, number one, exactly what staging is all about. And for the average person, when they think about staging, they think about just simply bringing furniture into a vacant home. But it's much more than that. Can you explain a little bit about the other types of staging that you do?
I would absolutely love to. So it is often bringing furniture into a home, but it is planning that design and that furniture so that you're highlighting the positive aspects of the home and you're downplaying some negative ones. And frankly, just about every home has some negative and some positive. There's also a seller occupied staging. So the seller's living in the home, they've got plenty of furniture, usually too much. They have family photos on the wall. So that's one type where we're working with the seller to actually prepare and package their home to be marketed. So really staging is marketing. It's about marketing, showing off and, again, kind of not really hiding but downplaying features of the home. We also do some just accessory staging where we come into a beautiful home and add a few things like pillows and plants, maybe lamps, things that make the home warm and cozy.
Wonderful. A few days ago, you were sharing with me a real life example of how staging made a huge impact in a home that you were working in. Can you give us a little recap of exactly what you shared with me?
Yes, absolutely. So I staged a home out in Beaver Dam, Virginia, which is out past Ashland. It's on 17 acres and the home was pretty dated. In fact, the realtor is just a joy to work with, and she knew the sellers and really had hoped that they would do some updates, and they did. But when you're leaving the home, it's often difficult to do everything to bring it up to date. So the home was under contract in 2 days, by the way, but we put some very modern but classic furniture in the home. So one of my elements that I always do is I want the areas and rooms staged at the front door, right? Because it's a first impression. I tell all of my sellers a buyer makes up their mind within 4 seconds of whether or not they love the home. So what you can see from the front door in 4 seconds is what I stage, first and foremost. So this home had some really nice, sturdy, if you will, chairs, but a very modern design. They completely updated what would be a living area. Opposite that room is a dining room, and again, I did a very modern table, and then the chairs were somewhere between traditional and modern. So everything that I placed in this home made this home much younger. One of the things that the seller did do was they painted it a light gray, almost a white, so that automatically brightened every room in the house. They added some new lighting. That was very important. That also makes a home feel newer, frankly, more modern and lighter.
So tell us what the listing activity was like on the home before you actually took on that project.
Okay. So the home was on the market for 4 months, and it did not sell. And so we staged it, and again, it sold in a couple of days. There is a dramatic difference when you stage a home properly. Not just toss furniture in it, but stage it properly. For one thing, I stage for the buyer. So if I know a young person is going to purchase the home, I'm going to use more funky, modern furniture and furnishings. I have artwork that an artist in Richmond did for me, and it's very just abstract and colorful, and not something necessarily that your grandmother would love, but I bet your kids would love it. So that makes a difference, when we are staging as to who we are staging for. We're attracting the buyer. Our work attracts the buyer.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, one of the things that I've said many times before on video was I actually prefer shooting a home that is staged because it helps bring it alive. And I've mentioned many times before in the homes how much work a stager has done to help bring that home to life. So I really have a lot of respect for what you do. And we definitely want to bring this message to the buying public and the selling public because it's often overlooked, especially if the market is tight. You want to do everything you can to make that first impression. The investment made in staging tremendously pays off. And as an agent, I can't stress that enough. Well, Laura, we definitely appreciate you sharing with us. Are there any last words? We want you to tell us kind of how people can reach out to you, what you do, and share that with us, please.
Yes, okay, great. So I just want to add, Max, this is such a key element in staging. Staging always costs less than a price reduction. So one of my favorite clients just reduced a house $25,000. His seller decided not to pay us to stage. I can promise you my invoice was not $25,000. Now this is $1 million home, right? So I just wanted to add that. You can reach me, Max. I am on Facebook. I'm just going to rattle off my cell number. It's 804-690-5707. I have a website.
I have your card. Actually, I'm going to put it up at the end of the video.
Great.
So you don't have to write anything down. It will be at the end of the video so you can reach out to Laura and Perfect Spaces when that need arises.
Yes, thank you so much, Max. Thanks for partying with us tonight at this open house. It was fun.
I appreciate you. We're going to walk in the other room and I'm going to go ahead and close it out.
All right.
All right.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you heard it from the professional herself. Staging makes a huge impact in these homes, and I am definitely a big fan of doing so. We actually have another agent that's here. We're going to say hello to Rebecca. Rebecca.
Hey, Max, how are you?
Good. Rebecca was at the open house, and we are just winding up, so we appreciate seeing you again.
It was good to see you too, and it was a great open house. Lots of good noshing.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. All right, so that is going to do it for this video. Of course, if you have any questions for me, my name is Max Williams. I can be reached at 804-402-7788 on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures. Thanks so much for taking a tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.